AITA for being wanting to point out a double standard. About 3 years ago, my 42 long-distance boyfriend, 36, and his kids, 17F, 13 meters, moved into the house I had just bought. It was a bumpy transition to say the least. I've never had kids, and I had lived alone several years before that. He and the kids have a lot of trauma surrounding moms. Their bio mom is pretty shitty and went to jail for kidnapping them, and their stepmom was always a bit squirrely from what I understand, but then had a psychotic break and CPS said she had to leave the house. 3 years later, and I thought things were going pretty well. I'm selling the 17-yo my old car. She has 2 jobs and both kids are doing well in school. We are at every concert and game to support her. I've taken her prom dress shopping every prom, and we have a girls' day right before to get nails done. Every birthday and Christmas are a big deal, and I'm always there for her when her mom drops back into her DMS and causes drama. When I fell pregnant earlier this year, I excitedly blurted out at dinner, "You're going to have a stepsister." The label on the relationship has always been weird. The boy has called me mom on 2 occasions. She has never specially referred to me by any title. She doesn't actually call me anything. Not mom, not stepmom, not by my first name. It's a weird gray area. My partner chastised me afterwards for calling the baby a step, saying, "We don't do steps in this family." I felt bad and apologized to the kids later and explained I was nervous and wasn't sure what label to put on it. I lost the baby on Mother's Day weekend. This week the girl came to me crying hysterically that she had an oversight, and when the school sent out the list of parents for the senior walk, she didn't notice my name wasn't on it. Her father and I suspect she intensively left me off because we had been strained lately. He lit into her like I've never seen, and she knew if she didn't tell me, he would. I calmly thanked her for telling me and suggested she email the teacher in charge and see if it was too late to at least have them pencil my name into the announcer's script. It was too late to be in the program. That night my partner and I talked, and he told me what she didn't. She tried to talk him into going to the walk, just him, and not tell me about it. I was crushed. She and I have spoken very little since then. I did let her know that I was very disappointed. She tried to get her father to deceive me. I just don't know what else to say to her. Tonight we walked with her across the field and they announced me as her stepmother. I recognize I should be happy I was included at all, but now I'm wondering if this was just another intentional dig from her. Last year, during the end of season walk, it was just her name, daughter of his name, and my name. The school wouldn't have inserted the stepmother part. So AITA for wanting to confront her. I want to ask her about it, but at this point, I don't imagine I'll get a truthful answer anyway. Edit. I'm aware at the time I announced my pregnancy, I used the wrong label. As I have no kids and never had direct experience with blended families until this, I was under the impression step and half were the same. I know now that was not correct. I just included what I said for context and accuracy. Comment by Jakailand. I think YWBTAYTA if confronting your BF's daughter. Your boyfriend's daughter does not have double standard. Your boyfriend is forcing labels closeness that his children are not ready for. She only moved in with you when she was already 14, so I would already say it's pretty normal for her not to want to call you mom when she was already a teenager. And on top of that, her 2 previous maternal figures either went to prison for kidnapping or were made to leave by CPS. No wonder she has no rush to call anybody mom. You need to give her a lot more grace and understanding, and so does your boyfriend. Neither you or him can force emotional closeness, and trying to force the point through labels just creates more conflict. Comment by Claire JV. I'm not sure what you mean by double standard. Her feelings about you seem unstable, and as a result, the way she treats you fluctuates. That's shitty. But she's also a teenager who had an incredibly shitty childhood. I'd say YTA for scolding her about this. She gets to decide how she thinks about her relationship with you. Give her space and grace to figure that out. And if you want to be purely pragmatic about it, making this an issue will push her away even more. Comment by Key_Tomatio_1467. If their father was the father of your baby, that wouldn't be a step sibling.